Okay, so for the background, I decided to not just leave it with the stark white. I'm gonna get my, well, let me show you the paint I'm using first, I guess. Wherever I put it. Oh, here it is. This is a golden fluid acrylic. It's the quinacridone magenta. And I've just put a little bit on my paper plate here. Then I go at it with a really wet brush because I want, this is what Effie does called glazing, I believe. Except you can use a glazing medium with it. That's another thing you can get from Golden. I don't know if Liquitex has it or not. But you cover everywhere that you want to have a hint of that pinkish magenta. You're gonna let it dry for a few seconds, and you're not gonna let it dry very long because it'll be permanently exactly how it is right now. Just long enough to, I don't know if it gets a grip on it or what, but take a baby wipe and go around and you're wiping off the excess paint, but you can also move around some of the paint that's on there. So see that pink, how it's a pink tint as opposed to the other side is so starkly white? I'm not sure I love it yet, but I think it's going in the right direction. So with the other side, I'm gonna do the same thing with my total watered down, and you can do this with full bodied acrylics. It doesn't have to be a fluid acrylic, you just have to add more either glazing medium or water to it. So I'm going to let that sit for just a second. Then go at it again with the baby wipe. And I'm not rubbing like super hard. For some reason that side didn't stick very well. I'm just kind of getting the excess off, like I said, and spreading it around. You know what? I'm okay with that. I kind of like it. So let's leave that and see if I can live with that for the rest of the lesson. I'm going to go over it real fast with the heat tool so we can work on it. When I first started doing art, I very rarely dried things well enough, and it caused me a huge amount of frustration. So, I mean, some people walk away from their art for a day and let it dry. Some things you have to do that, but the more patient you are with drawing and such, the better. So let's get this dry. Okay, I think it's dry. Okay. So here comes the highlighting part, or not the highlighting, the outlining part that some people are gonna do, some people are not gonna do, some people are gonna go, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Because it takes it from being very painterly to very almost cartoony, which I like. Some people do not. So I almost always start with my super thin fountain pen, and I use this sucker all the time. And I just roughly go around where there would be a line. I mean, just a natural line. I'm not going to put in any weird lines that don't belong. But like on her skirt, I'll go around here. Then I might put a couple little wrinkle lines just to show that it's in movement, or should be in movement. Her skirt will have folds in it, which I'm not sure I love what I just did, but I'm gonna leave it. I can cover it up later if I don't like it. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a thicker line right here and outline her little arm. And can you see the difference that that makes? I don't, like I said, some people will love it and some people will be, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Putting another line right here because I really like that tough line. That, not tough line, like firm, like the firm line. I guess that's what you'd say. Okay, now I'm gonna go around the, am I up here? I'm gonna go around the halo, the aura with this pen, but I think I'm gonna add some details with my pen and with my white Posca pen to kind of make that a little more exciting. I'm going to take the super thin Posca pen, and first off I'm just going to make just a little line just slightly outside the black line that I drew. It's like a highlight on a highlight. I don't know. I personally don't think you can go wrong with these pens. I think you should use them everywhere. Now, if Posca could only pay me to say that. No, I don't have anything bad to say about Posca, anything. I've used it all. I'm gonna put a little outline around her hair, just kind of to differentiate it between the Posca pen or between the hair and the halo. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now, black hair very rarely has white highlights in it. Sometimes it does. This lady's gonna have them. I feel like giving her a white, like, kind of an outline, just a little kind of fun thing to do. This is not something you have to do. Totally just, I don't know, I just felt like I needed to do it. Heck, let's just do the whole thing while we're at it. So, I don't know, what do you think? I think I kind of like it. I'm still debating about this action, but I'm liking it. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Put a little bit of white in the skirt here and our shoulder. Yeah, I'm thinking that's pretty good. I think I'm gonna go around. I'm not going really like on the lines. I'm going outside the hard line I just drew, just to kind of pull her off the page a little bit. I'm gonna go around like this, frame my page kind of. Not super perfect lines. Again, you want super perfect lines, you go for it. This is one of the few times that I'm not trying to be super perfect. Yeah, I think that's probably better. I thought I was gonna need to do a bunch, but I don't know, I may be done. Yeah, I think I'm done. What do you think? I think I love her. So that was my angel of light and love. And you guys are super sweet to be my first guinea pigs. I hope you had a great time with me and my little weird things that I do. Come find me on Facebook, Carrie Skulls. If you have a question about anything, carrieskulls@yahoo.com. And I'll see maybe if I can put a small PDF together to go with this. But thank you guys for being my guinea pigs. Have a good one. Bye.